Concerns over mass deportations, they are growing in many communities.
And undocumented people living in fear of being rounded up are getting mixed signals tonight from the Trump administration. So KCAL9 political reporter Bryan joins us now with a story on this and a little bit more.
Yeah, kind of hard to tell where things stand tonight because some of those who were talking were telling very different stories. President Trump talked tough at home, while two of his top administration officials tried to calm the waters in Mexico, where they met with President Enrique Peña Nieto and some of his advisors. And no one from either country even hinted there was any breakthrough on the many issues dividing the neighbors.
The Secretary of State from the United States, Rex Tillerson.
With two leading members of the Trump administration present, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly, the future of the shaky relationship between the U.S. and Mexico was the topic at hand in negotiations with the leaders of Mexico. Kelly said he wanted to begin by correcting some misimpressions.
There will be no mass deportations. Everything we do in DHS will be done legally and according to human rights.
But back home, President Trump was putting his own stamp on the deportations.
But all of a sudden, for the first time, we're getting gang members out, we're getting drug lords out, we're getting really bad dudes out of this country, and at a rate that nobody's ever seen before. And they're the bad ones.
In Portland, Oregon. Saliendo de la corte.
This man, who arrived at the airport in Mexico City from Portland with others who were deported from the U.S., said he was arrested and deported by ICE agents after paying a ticket Thursday in the courthouse in Portland. Furthermore, President Trump said this about the deportations of undocumented immigrants.
It's a military operation because what has been allowed to come into our country.
But his Homeland Security Secretary clearly was not on the same page.
And again, listen to this. No use of military force in immigration operations. None.
Mexican officials were not so keen on some aspects of the relationship, like the U.S. threat to dump thousands of undocumented immigrants from other Latin American countries who are being thrown out of the U.S. into Mexico instead of returning them to their home countries.
We must work to reach an agreement that will serve both interests, to overcome aggression, to overcome negative feelings.
And there's tension on deportation issues here in Southern California as well. On this video released by ICE after an ICE raid on a home in L.A., the ICE agents identify themselves as police. But in a letter to ICE sent Thursday and signed by Mayor Garcetti, he says that confuses people who think the LAPD is arresting them for immigration violations, writing, "When ICE agents targeting immigrants identify themselves as police officers, they undermine decades of this work, eroding public safety in our city. Especially in these turbulent and uncertain times, we urge that ICE agents operating in Los Angeles immediately stop representing they are police officers." Now, the relationship between federal immigration agencies and the city of Los Angeles has been cool for some time, to say the least. It will be interesting to see how they react to the letter from Mayor Garcetti, since even the ICE officers' uniforms clearly have the word police on them. Jeff, back to you.
Okay.